Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Gators in the hurry up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, let's chat about Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man. It's Lyle. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's third and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and it's sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars, the sunshine.
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Caught near the sticks, it's Lofton. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass on second down. Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Grabs it in the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Off the play fake. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carr. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Lets it go. He makes a catch. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. So first down here as they go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this is the day he would want to forget. This is the day he wished didn't exist. It's been miserable. You've already thrown 2 interceptions. You just tried to throw your 3rd, but the defense didn't cooperate. But get those feet set before you try to throw the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. That's reeled in. It's Lofton. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Looking for space. It's Lyle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Canes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this 1st punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Brown. Spins away from the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Gator! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the left side. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's past the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the ground with the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for room, it's Lyle. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And the Canes pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Hurricane! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Gators want to move quickly. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man quickly. There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. They're working that left side. Oh, the sweet feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The hand to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Chadwick. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Canes decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moulton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Space at the 30, and they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Miami! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
On the option. Now the pitch. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Gators will hustle to the line. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Under fire. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking at score 6.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it...
Turning it on! Quick step and go! Oh my goodness, he's still moving! Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on.
And with this touchdown, man, you got to get a little bit excited. Getting your first win of the season. First 2 weeks has not gone how you wanted it to go, but today, put a good game together. Offense now scoring this last touchdown. Defense go out, hold on, don't make big mistakes, and you got your first dub of the season.
56, Florida, 29.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he's thrown another interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, mister.
He's got it on the outside. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Chadwick. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Guys, I think we all expected this